Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel, Sailor's Wife Crazy Life. Let me get this adjusted a little bit. I'm kind of at a weird angle right here, like it's completely cutting my head off and I don't know what it's doing. Anyways, so this is the long-awaited Fleet and Family Service video that I have been talking about for months and months and months, and I've just been trying to compile everything together, get you guys all of the information that I can possibly get, and yeah, let's get into it. So I just want to make it known real quick, I did get a couple of dates. This is for our specific Fleet and Family Services that's here on our base in Virginia, and so May 10th is technically Spouses Appreciation Day. We do have one of those, yay for us. There is an app that you can get on mobile devices that used to be called the Spouses app. It is now going to be called the Navy Family app, and once that drops I will let you guys know exactly how to sign up for it and that kind of thing, and I think you have to put in your district and that will get you a lot of info as to what's going on. Sorry if I look super squinty. I wanted to get some super duper beautiful sunlight today, but it is like 80 something degrees and I'm in a sweater, so I'm a dork. So during the month of May as well, they also have Military Appreciation Day, and that coincides with Chick-fil-A. So Chick-fil-A does a Military Appreciation Night where you can go and you can eat for free. They have specific things that you can order. I believe it's like a certain kids meal for the kids, and then you also can get the #1 combo, I believe, and you can kind of change it up a little bit, but that's what they kind of give you for free. So for the area that I'm in, La Plata, which is right over the bridge from us, that is May 15th, and when I called Fredericksburg twice, they still don't have a date for when theirs is going to be. They were supposed to be talking to corporate. I don't know when that's going to happen, so as soon as that does, I will drop a little side note and let you guys know when that's going to happen. So here on our base, June 2nd, which I have no worries about saying that I'm on the Dahlgren base. Everybody knows there's only a few bases in Virginia. So June 2nd from 1 to 3, there's going to be a Spouse Appreciation Lunch at the new rec center. So anybody that wants to go check that out, you can. It should be super fun. They're going to have a lot of activities and stuff for the spouses to do. So so anyways, let's just kind of, sorry if you kind of hear a lot of commotion and stuff, because again, I am outside, so I wanted to just, you know, get some sunlight while I could. So Fleet and Family Services, they offer a bunch of stuff for military. They offer it for military spouses, military families. So you can go into your Fleet and Family Services. This is the one particularly that's from our Fleet and Family Services. So you can walk in there and there's a flyer of what your Fleet and Family Services offer. Most of them offer about the same everywhere. But some, you know, for bigger areas may offer a little more than what ours does. We're on a very small base. So again, it's just per district as well. So I just basically took little cliff notes of everything that's in this so that I could kind of like talk about a little bit of things that they offer, and yeah, so let's get right into it. So the #1 goal of Fleet and Family Services, I do have my little side notes here, is to promote self-resilience, to strengthen the military and the military family members. So Fleet and Family Services is awesome. They, again, like I said, they offer a lot of stuff for military families. They partner with the MWR and put on a bunch of stuff for the military families. They offer relocation, or PCS, which is moving, basically. That's what we're going to be doing in a month and a half. Yeah, yes. Assistance, which includes workshops. They have technology resources, so if you don't have a computer, which there's very rare that people don't have computers, but you're allowed to go into the Fleet and Family Services, and they have resources that you can use to try and find stuff for relocation. And ours particularly, I don't know if every Fleet and Family Service offers it, but ours does have a loan locker, which means that you can technically go in and you can rent. There is no payment for it, but you can rent furniture if there is a period in between the time that you leave your last duty station and the time that they drop off your home goods. They've got, you know, minimal housing goods that you can kind of rent from the loan locker, and you're basically just signing it out, just to where you're, you know, you're liable for it. They offer deployment support, which means they do seminars with the commands. They help out the spouses through what they call FRG, which is the Family Readiness Group. They have one here. It's just not as big, but I do know that in the bigger cities and the bigger bases, they have FRGs, and they throw parties. They have deployment parties that, you know, a quarter of the way through party, half the way through party, you know, 3/4 of the way through party, and then they're the ones that actually help out set up the actual homecoming, which is really nice. They do it up big. They get the Navy band, and they work really well with the MWR to get in some of this stuff for their homecomings. I do have a couple pages, so I want to get through it so the video is not too long. They do have ombudsman support, which an ombudsman is someone who you can contact when your husband is, or spouse is, on deployment, and they can kind of give you points of references of, like, if something were to happen while they were on deployment, you can get in touch with the ombudsman, and kind of they can be the secondary between you and the Red Cross if something happens, like a family emergency or a family illness or a family death, that kind of thing. They can be the in-between, which is really awesome. And then they offer resource referrals and info to command families, and they also offer trainings to commands if you would like to become an ombudsman, which I have never done it, but I am really looking forward to trying to maybe look into being the ombudsman for my husband's next ship. Okay, sorry about that. My battery started to die. So now that we got that charged up for a little bit, let's get on to the next little bit of stuff. So the next thing they offer is new parent support. So at different duty stations, I have seen where they give out like new family like bundle packages, and it'll have like trials of diapers and that kind of thing. And they offer like a new parenting support class. But it doesn't have to be an expecting mom as well. It could be any child under the age of 4. They offer life skills education. So what that means is that they have different classes and different workshops that'll teach you how to a new way of thinking, a new way of talking to people, problem solving, communication, new parenting stuff, conflict management, and also suicide prevention, because unfortunately, being military, we do have, you know, suicides that happen. You know, it is what it is, but these people are here for you guys to talk to so that we don't have that problem. So there is also EFMP, which is the Exceptional Family Program. And they just offer support and any info that you may need, and that could include a child that is mentally incapacitated, or it could mean I had a girlfriend of mine who her kid had a ton of allergies, so they were on EFMP. Like, a lot of things can go into that service. They offer family advocacy, which is the prevention, identification, reporting, evaluation, intervention, and follow-up on any child abuse, neglect, or domestic abuse that may be going on in your house. Sorry about that. I had one of the little neighborhood kids come up with his dog. So they also offer sexual assault prevention. You guys, we all know that it can possibly happen. I hope and pray to God that it never does to you or anybody that you know. But basically, you know, stuff happens, things go on, at different times, and you know, like I said, God help me, I hope it never happens to anybody. But they work with a command in creating the sexual assault awareness, and they also include victim advocacy and support services. So if God forbid this were to happen to you or to anybody you know, they do offer support services for you. They offer help with family employment. So this includes job search, how to dress for an interview, resume help, and they also help the military spouse with job help as well. They offer financial management, which includes different workshops. They try to help promote financial responsibility, debt help, and teach financial stability. And y'all, this is a big one. Some of these, what I like to call boot camp babies, those are that are just coming out of boot camp and they have a spouse and maybe a spouse with children. Like, you know, if they're not older when they go into the military, a lot of them really do need financial help because they just don't know what to do. Not that we make a whole crap ton of money, but it is a steady income, and some people have never had that before. So it just teaches you how to be smart with your money. This one kind of goes along with like the sexual assault prevention. They have clinical counseling. So this could be for sexual assault. It could be just regular therapy for an individual, the family, even marital. I do know a few friends that could have benefited from some marital counseling, and they did not know that Fleet and Family Services even offered it. I didn't even know that Fleet and Family Service offered it. And it's also completely free and totally confidential, which is the really good thing about everything. They offer volunteering. You can volunteer with Fleet and Family Services, or they work with the military community. So this could mean volunteering for like Boys and Girls Club. It could mean volunteering for Scouts. It could mean volunteering for Girl Scouts. It just depends on what you're looking for to volunteer in. And it also helps you give back to your military community. So the next two are technically about getting out of the military. So the first one is transitional assistance. So they offer transition support. So if the military personnel is looking for a job, again, along with the job referencing, they will help them put together a resume. They will help them try to find a job outside of the military. Sometimes you can get with some of the people and they can help you look, maybe not look for housing, but put you in contact with somebody who can help you look for housing. They offer workshops and career counseling, which kind of goes in tail with the job searching. And then Capstone, which used to be called TAPS for me, but Fleet and Family Services will come in and they kind of talk to you about your transitional period and what it's like getting out of the military and going back into the civilian world. And it's really a whole lot of good information. I have retained so much of that going through my class that I didn't think that I was going to. So it is really good information. And then the last thing that they offer, unfortunately on a side note, is the Navy Gold Star program. And this is for someone who may have lost their active duty spouse in active duty. So as in like passed away during active duty. And this could be for any reason, but if they're on active duty, you are allowed to be on the Gold Star program, which is what they call it. It offers long-term support, including clinical counseling, and it helps you kind of regain your resiliency and help you to recover from the passing away of your loved one. And unfortunately, like I said, that is on a sad note. I don't want to end it on a sad note. So you guys, please, 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 please get to your Fleet and Family Services. Like I said, they offer a lot of good stuff. Each one of the Fleet and Family Service offices has these little pamphlets. You can walk in there at any time during their working hours. Ours is normally 7 to 4. So that's basically a military time frame, but it really is good information. You know, I love the people that work at our Fleet and Family Service office. They're super good, super sweet. They will answer any question and help you in any way, shape, or form that you need. I'm dying. That sun's beating down now. But anyways, so I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, give it a thumbs up, like it, share it, hit the subscribe button, please, you guys. Like, I need more subscribers. Like, a lot of these military spouses just, or military service members, just do not know all of the information that we could possibly get out there to you guys. Oh, you hear the pretty birds? So as always, subscribe to my channel, hit the little bell button to see when my videos become available. And as always, you guys, keep living the crazy life. Love ya.